Blog Talk Radio.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
All right, welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Just to let you know right off the bat, I'm thunderless. You heard thunder before. That was just a recording. He doesn't really sound like that. But sitting with me tonight, we've got the smart ass trucker, Mr. Brian Lewis. I used to play in bands with him back in the day, and he's actually the best drummer by far that I've ever been in a band with. Say hi, Brian.
Greetings and salutations. Wow, that's the most applause I've had in years. Holy shit.
Well, too bad it's all canned.
I know, right.
It kind of hurts my feelings. Makes me think about the good old days back when we would play in front of the stunningly enormous crowds of 45 people.
Oh, hell yeah. That was awesome. I loved it. Seeing two or three people moshing out in front of us, and then they'd get winded and go sit down, and it was pretty awesome.
Well, we're not speaking literally, but we freaking rocked back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we do. So what's up? I mean, what's up with Mr. Thunder Midget? Is it his time of the month or something? He just couldn't do it, or what?
I think his wife told him that he wasn't allowed to do the show tonight because maybe she was feeling a little bit lonely or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But I mean, it shouldn't really make any difference. I mean, what take 45 seconds from what I hear.
Wow. All I need is 15 seconds of your time. Wait, where are you going? Wait, what? What? Was it something I said? Yeah.
Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right?
Yeah. All right, so what's on the agenda for the big shoe tonight?
Well, we've got Beyond the Fade from Charlotte, North Carolina. They're going to be calling in and talking with us in about 25 minutes or so. You know those guys. Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, they're a really good band. I'm good friends with Johnny Rochester, their bass player. They're just really good. I mean, hard rock, up in your face, original stuff. They've jammed with some pretty big-name bands in the past, and I'll let them tell you all about that. But great band, great group of guys, and, if any of my friends back in the Charlotte area are listening, you haven't seen them yet, do it.
But let's go ahead and break. We're going to play a Beyond the Fade song, and we'll be back with the band right after this on the Will and Thunder Show. This song is called, which one should I do, Lights Out or Dragstar? Those are the only two that I have.
Which ones?
I have Lights Out and I have Dragstar.
Lights Out.
All right. This is Lights Out by Beyond the Fade, and we'll be right back on the Will and Thunder Show with Beyond the Fade. back to the Will and Thunder Show. That was our guest tonight, Beyond the Fave, with the song Lights Out. And we're back here with Brian. We'll have the band on here in just a second. Brian, that song is freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And and before we bring the guys on, I know they're on there listening and everything, but we have an intro for the show, but we don't have an outro. And Thunder and I, who's the normal co-host, who's not here tonight, we've been talking about that for a couple of months now, about what are we going to do for an outro for the show. And I'd like to ask these guys if I could use the chorus of their song, Lights Out, and make an outro for the Will and Thunder Show. I think Lights Out, I think that's a perfectly good theme for an outro for a rock and roll radio show. What do you think, Brian?
I think that's an excellent idea, but you may want to get out your checkbook.
Well, well, let's bring them on now. We got one at a time, guys. Who we got here?
All right, Johnny.
You got Jesse Lee.
Who else?
I don't know if anybody else is here, man.
You got me, Jesse Lee.
Okay, I've got a couple other. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. I've got there's a couple other people that are on as well. Johnny? What's your area code?
Mine's 980.
Okay, I've got another 980 and I've got a 704.
704 is me.
Okay.
980 is me.
Okay, so we've got three people from the band here.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yep.
Who's it? Neil? Neil, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, so you got Neil, Johnny, and Jesse with you.
All right, sweet. So I know Brian knows Johnny. Do you know any of the other two guys?
I know Jesse, and I know B-Man, Brandon, who apparently is doing his hair tonight. So yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's getting his plugs.
He's got a Manny and a Eddie going on.
Sweet.
He's using the guy you use, Brian.
What?
He's using the guy you use.
He went to Bosley.
His card.
Yeah, Bosley Medical.
I was thinking about that too.
So, so what do you say? Would you guys mind if I used the chorus of your song for the outro for the show? I mean, I would obviously give you credit for it every single time, and plug your Facebook page or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. We have a Twitter that's @BeyondTheFade and Instagram that's @BeyondTheFade as well. So I'm down with it. If the other three guys are down with it, other two guys, I mean.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. I mean that you're going to be played like next week. Next week our guest is from Florida, but the following week, 2 weeks from tonight, the band that we're going to have on is from Greece. So we're talking worldwide here. So. So that's awesome. Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Definitely.
Thank you for considering that.
Yeah, it's just I thought about that the first time I heard the song. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask these guys if I could use that, but I totally digged it. That was amazing. Now,
awesome.
Brian.
Yeah.
Apparently, you guys have some type of fun, very humorous history together.
Well,
So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and let you guys talk about that.
Well, Johnny and I met. I was in a band called Temporary Empire, and actually, no, hell, it goes even before that. When the BP oil spill happened, I was wanting to do something about it because my mom is from the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And, that place is near and dear to my heart. I used to spend all my summers there. And, when that happened, I've been to the beaches in Pascagoula and Moss Point, Mississippi, and Gulfport, Mobile, and all that stuff. And, I just couldn't stand seeing that happen to someplace, where I had so many good childhood memories. So I organized a benefit, and I had an acoustic thing going on with Corey 3 at the moment. And, I was like, okay, I need some help with this. So I had knew about Diesel He's a DJ at 106.5 The Inn in Charlotte. And, I reached out to him for some help about, his band playing and all that stuff. And Johnny is also the bass player for that band. And that's how Johnny and I met. I came into the studio and had a big to-do and all that stuff. And, Johnny was a smart-ass right then, and him and I hit it off great right from the start. So,
yeah, we hit it off great. We were trading insults left and right from the time we met each other. So,
well, that definitely sounds like a friendship with Brian.
Yeah, you can't help but make fun of the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Was that you, Jesse? Did you do that?
I was thinking about it, but they got to it before I did.
Yeah, Jesse's all set up now. He's ready.
Yeah, that was my drum kit. I've got a double bass tama with like 6 rack toms, 2 floor toms, about 30 cymbals, and I got it all set up right here in my studio. And
That's exactly what I got.
And it
all right.
We
have Mike Portnoy on with us tonight also, so.
All right.
So all right. You can take it from there, Johnny.
Yeah, tell us about the band mainly. I just kind of wanted to bust Brian's balls there a little bit.
The band's been around for I think the last 5 years or so. Brandon, the lead guitar player, started the band with some of his buddies, and over the course of time, replacements and whatnot. And Jesse and I came in the picture about 3 years ago. We just focused on making hard rock that we enjoyed. We picked Neil up. He was freed up from his obligations. We picked him up about a year ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I started about beginning of last year.
We picked Neil up about a year ago, and we started dabbling with that and another guitar player, and we tried out another guy, and, maybe we just didn't feel like it was where we wanted, and then we picked up Jason, and it, just kind of blossomed into what we have now. Anybody else want to add anything?
Well, I know back in the day.
You guys are colorful, man.
You guys were doing
practice.
I know back in the day you guys were doing I know y'all did a festival up there in Wisconsin. It was a different lineup from what you have today, but that was still pretty badass.
Yeah, with Brandon and Jesse, myself, and our former singer, we did a lot of good stuff. Played with ZZ Top, Motley Crue, Hinder a couple of times, Skid Row once before, and then lots of. We played the Whiskey A Go Go. We
sweet.
We went out on the road for 2 weeks and did a string of shows, which was, it was a real eye opener to how much money it takes to go out on the road. But then, since picking up Neil, we've opened up for what was it? Hurt, Smile, Empty Soul. We have played with Skid Row again, and we're on the bill with Tantric coming up at Amos on what is the date for that, fellas?
June 8th.
On June 8th, we'll be at Amos with Tantric. We've had a couple of unsuccessful shows with Saliva at Bucked Up Saloon in Kernersville.
Well, now the shows are successful. Just Saliva.
Yeah, the shows are successful. It just wasn't so successful seeing Saliva play a set. So they kind of fell through on that, but we're looking to get back up to Bucked Up in Kernersville. It's another great spot that we like to play. So we're moving and shaking. We're trying to book shows and stay on top of the stuff, and not trying to burn ourselves out, but trying to record and trying to write a lot. But it takes a lot of money to do everything, so stuff kind of gets slow going at times. Well,
that recording of Lights Out is that recording is awesome.
Well, thanks, man. We did that with a friend of ours named Aaron Goodman, and then we sent it down to a guy in Florida named Matt LaPlante, who's done some stuff with Nonpoint and Sonny Ledford and some other bands that people might know. And
we're at in Florida, just out of curiosity.
I want to say somewhere near Miami, but I'm not really all that sure. We do it. We just send it to him through email. We talk to him on the phone, tell him what we want, and Matt did a great job on that one, and Dragstar mixing it and giving us the produced sound that we were going for.
Well, cool. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, like we were talking about Godsmack a little while ago. This sounds better than their debut album, as far as the way that it's produced and everything. It sounds live. It sounds produced.
Yeah, we definitely get a lot of compliments on that recording everywhere I go, and the people hear it. They like it a lot.
So when is
Johnny sounded good.
What did you say?
Even Johnny sounded good.
Even Johnny sounded good.
Yeah, I know. Well, see,
we had him turn the bass down a little bit, so.
Yeah, I got this new bass app that Jesse's girlfriend
Still
bought me.
bitches about that.
This one goes to 11. Yeah.
So, when is you guys are obviously recording, slowly but surely, but persistence makes perfect, I guess. But when can we expect an album?
Oh man, that's a magic question. Man, I don't know. What are we shooting for, fellas?
I hope at least before the end of the year is over with.
Yeah, I mean we're really close to being able to start tracking everything out and finish up the writing and see what we want to actually put out. We get wrenches thrown in a little bit. Our guitar player Brandon works for Duke Power and is sucked away to work these wicked hours and these places all over the like down in South Carolina and stuff. So we lose our lead guitar player for a couple months at a time. I think twice a year. And right now he's been out of town for a little while. So we've been getting together and getting ready for these shows and stuff, and all the recording and tracking and stuff like that has been put on hold a little bit, but hopefully we can start at least demoing stuff out and figuring out what we want to put out in the next month or so, and then go from there. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the year we can have a record out. It's been way too long for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I need some new music.
We've written
the around the country
new stuff,
to.
so pretty excited about.
Yeah, what's that? Say that again, Neil.
So we've written an arsenal of new stuff that I'm really excited about. And then when I came into the band, we wrote a bunch of new tunes that a lot of people still haven't heard. And then when Jason came into the band, that's the same thing over again. And the sound just keeps progressing and progressing.
Right.
I'm stoked to get some new stuff out there.
Right. I think that's the hardest part about this is that we keep on writing and writing, and everything we write keeps getting better and better for us. And so it's like, eventually we got to pull the trigger and record a collection of them and put them out and keep on writing for the next ones. But we're all hooked on the writing process pretty much. So it's kind of hard to break away from that sometimes.
That's really cool that you're going to be able to. It's a good problem to have to when it's like, okay, I can't decide between these 10 songs or these 10 songs because if you have 20 songs that all kick ass, then once you decide which is going to go on the first album, then your second album's already done.
Yeah, everybody in the band writes so fast. Like, Neil will come to practice with, 6 songs, ready to show us. Like, here, look, I wrote these last night that, something to start with, something to go with. And Brandon is kind of the same way. He's got just these shells of songs and these riff collections and stuff like that, And then when we added Jason, he came in with just a catalog of stuff that he has that, we were all like, yeah. So, everybody digs in and gets so creative that we just keep keeping at it, and that is a good thing.
Are there any two of you that the majority of the writing comes from? And I asked that because like when Brian and I were in the band that we were in, that band lasted I guess a total of about 5 years, Brian, something like.
What, Madstone? Yeah.
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 But it was me and him that did the majority of the writing, and Brian can't play guitar.
I know.
He can't even play the.
He can barely even play the drums.
Yeah. At least I know more than one.
Let alone drive a truck.
Man, it's literally a combined effort in this band. Like no crap. Like seriously, everybody brings it to the table. I bring songs, Jason brings songs, Johnny brings songs, Brandon brings songs. I mean, everybody's involved in the process, and we all build it into what it should be.
Yeah, it's pretty well divided. Like we've all kind of got our wheelhouse on where we write, like where our strengths are, and it's pretty well divided. If so whoever brings a song to the band room, which all of us bring, hey, this riff to this riff, and here's this song, and let's dig in. Whatever comes to the band room, everybody kind of digs in on their section, what they're best at. Jesse and I dig into how the drums and bass are going to lock together. Brandon and Jason, just no matter who wrote the guitar part that comes to the band room, Brandon and Jason grab it and start dividing out the guitar duties and writing their parts. Neil usually comes forward with these melodies that just go on for days, and lyrics, and usually he sends me over lyrics, and it's kind of like I don't really write on it. I just kind of guide his writing. Like I take his ideas and mold and stuff, So everybody really dives in and takes hold of something. If Jesse hears a bass line in his head that's going to be good, he'll jump up off the kit and show me, and that's that. Everybody's really good about writing together and working together.
I think it was really weird coming into the band, being a guitar player, and bringing your guitar riffs in and just having them totally tear them apart. It's pretty inspiring, I gotta say, knowing you're playing with that caliber of musicians.
Yeah, when Brian and I had our thing to go on, it's like me and like I said, me and him were the two prominent people. I mean, everybody wrote, but the majority of the songs came from the two of us. Now, I was the singer/guitar player, but Brian, whenever he came up with something, he'd be like, okay, it goes like this, dun 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 dun, and I would play that. And
I would sit there and I would like hum it as good as I could, to get the gist across of what,
right.
Because if I tried to play guitar, I mean, I would sound like an epileptic having a seizure who was drunk, falling off a cliff down some stairs. I mean, it would just be horrible. So
kind of like your drums,
but
no, worse than that.
So yeah. Thanks, Johnny. I love you too, sweetheart. But there we go again, yeah. But I mean, he's right on that point. But like, I would take, what was written so far, lyrics, the melody, and all that stuff, and I would sometimes, for the most part, I would figure out what music was going to be the chorus, what music was going to be the verses, what was going to be the intro, if we were going to have a bridge, what kind of an outro, and all that stuff. And I would like have the song arranged in my head, and then put everything out. And usually the finished product that we had was pretty badass. We had some pretty badass music too.
Mm-hmm. Not any of it's recorded, unfortunately, but oh well.
Nope.
But so there's a little bit of a funny story here about how Beyond the Fade came to be on the show, and I touched a little bit on that with Johnny, and through emails when I was booking him. He kind of knows what I'm talking about, but basically what happened was the Thunder from the Will and Thunder show. He saw this band in Jackson, Tennessee. The band is called Bridge to Grace, and he was just all crazy about them and everything. Like, oh, they're the greatest thing that he's seen since whenever. Blah blah blah. Just would not shut up about them. Now, I had liked you guys on your Facebook page a long time ago, because Brian had told me about you guys. Now,
you're welcome.
Thunder's like, get them on, get these guys on. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But for some reason, I thought that I had liked their page, but apparently I hadn't. So the only thing that came up, when I started typing in B or whatever, was Beyond the Fade. So I'm thinking that you guys would be on the Fade, or Bridge to Grace. So I sent him. I sent an email to Johnny there, and I said, my co-host there saw you guys in Jackson, Tennessee, and loved you guys, hadn't shut up about you. Would you like to be on the show? He's like, well, we haven't played Tennessee in a long time, but we'd love to be on the show. So there I was in a situation where it's like, oh shit, what if what if these guys suck? So I can't sit there. I couldn't sit there and say, oh my God, go ahead and be on the show, and then have it be like a group of teenagers that have been together for like a month or something like that. So I listened, and I looked them up on YouTube, and they absolutely kicked ass. And in my opinion, they're probably a little bit better than Bridge to Grace. but it was just really funny. Huh?
I said, I bet Bridge to Grace is awesome.
What I've heard of them, they're good, but what you guys play is more my style.
Oh, right on.
So it worked out. Well, what would have been funny is if we hadn't figured all that out and got you guys on the show and everything and got going and we figured that out live on the show. That would have been some good radio right there. Wait a minute, we didn't play in Jackson, huh? And then he'd be like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You have a drummer that does this, blah, 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 whatever. No.
No, our drummer just sits there.
No, I've seen some of the stuff that Johnny and Jesse used to do. They used to do some, acoustic stuff in some of the local taverns and bars around the Charlotte area, and it got pretty damn comical sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some fun times.
Yeah, those were some fun times. I wish I could remember them all.
I think wasn't the last one over in Hickory at what was it called, Racetrack or Raceway or something? I can't remember what that bar was called. What was that bar called? That's the last one we played together, I think, and I was on my drum set, and you just had your acoustic guitar, and you blacked out and was trying to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, that was in Rock Hill.
That was at Hickory, dude.
That was me and you in Rock Hill.
Yeah, no, that was in Rock Hill though. They had a place in Rock Hill and a place in Hickory too. But
yeah, this is in Hickory. The guy said I sucked on the drums, and you got pissed off and tried to beat his ass.
Yeah, well, but that other guy kept buying me tequila. So when one dude said you sucked after the one dude bought me all that tequila, it made me mad.
And then they cut us off saying that people wanted to hear the jukebox instead.
Yeah.
That was Andrew Cohn's place, wasn't it?
Well, he was the Hickory one, but
yeah, that's what I meant. I think that was the last one we played together.
Yeah, I think that was the last one I played, period.
The Johnny Rochester acoustic experience.
Yeah, it was quite the experience. It was the acoustic bailout plan.
We used to piss off waitresses. I remember that. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that was pretty awesome.
This is a perfect way to set up. We have this thing that we do weekly. It's called Spinal Tap Moments. And of course everybody knows what a Spinal Tap moment is. But just tell us about. I mean, you guys have opened for Motley Crue and some big names and whatnot. I'm sure that there's a lot of crazy shit that happened along the way. So this is the Spinal Tap segment, and we do have a little bit of an intro for it.
Please go to 11. You can't press that. Final tap, final second. What's wrong with being sexy? He died. He died in a bizarre gardening accident. Thousands of people spontaneously combust each year.
Hello, Cleveland! Hello, Cleveland!
Oh my God, I'm surrounded by druids.
It's actually pretty funny. My girlfriend had never seen that movie, and we actually just watched it a few days ago. She had never seen it, so.
Great.
Does she understand you a lot better now?
Yeah. Yeah. She actually thought it was pretty funny.
I've been trying to get my wife to watch that movie for, how long have we been together? 5, 6 years. I've been trying to get I own the movie, and my wife still hasn't watched it.
God, I've seen it like 50,000 times. It's great.
On a tour bus, no less.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
So let's hear them. You guys get lost on the way to the stage before or anything like that?
I can think of two funny situations at these bigger shows. That one of them involves we drove to Roanoke, Virginia, to play with some good friends in Madrone and a band called Pop Evil, and we drove all the way up there, and we hung out at the bar at the daytime, and the bar was like super stoked to have us there. And we came inside to set up our stuff, and Pop Evil was backlined, and Madrone was already setting up, and we were like, it's not really all that much room on the stage. And they were like, yeah, Madrone's gonna go first, and then Pop Evil they got to get out of here tonight, so they're gonna go second, and you guys can go third. So we were like, we drove up here to open for Pop Evil, and we're going to play after the show. And the guy was like, sorry, man, Pop Evil has this 18-hour bus ride, and they got to get out of here. And we were like, well, that's not cool. So we're sitting there, like, they got Pop Evil has to be wheels up at like 11 o'clock, and we're sitting there, and the bar is like, you guys can have all the free beer you want. So Jesse and I and guy went on the road with this guy named Kevin, just started slamming them down, and pretty much everybody got to drinking pretty good. Madrone played and really kicked ass, and Pop Evil, burnt the place down pretty good. And we were all sitting there drinking, so Pop Evil gets done, and we're like, yeah, man, they're going to clear off the stage. They said they were going to clear it off as fast as they can, and we're about to get up there, and they hung out till like 12:30. Just sitting on the stage talking to chicks. The roadie was sitting there talking to chicks. The gear's like all over the place. And like their bus time, this 11 o'clock mandatory have to be on the road bus time, turned into them loading up their bus at like finishing clearing the stage at like 12:45. So Beyond the Fade gets to set up, and there was like 10 people left in the bar.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like an Anvil moment. But then at Motley Crue, when we went up to play with Motley Crue, we went up to play this festival, and we're a smaller band, and we were like, we're going to come up, and the part of the deal for us on the festival was that we got the days we weren't playing, we could stick around and see the rest of the festival if we wanted to. So we were like, that sounds good. The guys all chipped in, and we rented a RV or a bus or whatever to get up there, and we got up there, and they got us our passes. Hey, welcome Beyond the Fade, just come park back here. So they park us behind stage, man, and we're hanging out. No big deal. We got a day of a festival to hang out. We got to play the next day where we kick off the show the next day. And we're parked backstage. And so, again, we get to drinking and stuff on the first night. We're all hanging out. We're cooking some food and stuff. It's a big festival. This corporate sponsor tent flags Jesse and I down and gives us some moonshine. They're like, here, give your band some moonshine. So we think it's going to be a really great idea to take this jar of moonshine and, like, constant lip it and pass it around the band until it's gone and take them back this moonshine jar as fast as we absolutely can.
Not a good idea.
No, it was a great idea, until it got started. And so we sat around, everybody in the band, and mind you, not everybody in the band is a drinker per se at this time, and so we pass this moonshine around, and we're slamming it down, and me and Jesse go back up in there and drop the moonshine on the table, proceed to stuff chicken cordon bleus in our pockets because we're starving rock stars, and we go out and we're partying. The night's fantastic. We're just doing shots of Jaeger. We're getting ripped, right? So finally, near the end of the night, we're all sitting in the RV, and the singer at the time comes walking in. He's like, "Johnny, you got to go outside, man. Some dude's out there pissing me off." And I walk out there, and it's the security, and they're like, "It's the dude who parked us in this spot backstage." And he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing back here? You shouldn't even fucking be back here. Who fucking parked you here?" And we're like, "You did, dude." And he's like, this is ridiculous. You need to fucking move. We're getting complaints left and right from the bands. And we're like, we're just sitting here. You parked us here. So they were like, well, you got to go somewhere else. So they figure out where they're going to put us. We load our stuff that was outside the trailer back in the trailer, and we load up in the RV, and we wheel around to our luxurious spot behind the porta potties.
Nice.
So we're in the porta potty courtyard, okay, hidden from the world, and that's our spot. And they're like, "Stay here. When it's a half hour before your set time, we'll come get you, load you onto the stage, you can play, and come right back over here." So
dude, what
we
the
got
hell?
yeah, we got kicked out of backstage where they told us to park. I had to go over by the porta potties, and then we went up on stage, and really, we played a really good set. And the guy that was yelling at me the night before came over and apologized to me, and he's like, "Man, I guess we didn't really realize who you guys were, didn't realize that you were actually playing the show, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, whatever, dude. And I said, "So what do you want us to do? You want us to just stay where we're at then, or go back to the porta potties?" And he's like, "Oh, no, go back to the porta potties." But, that was,
You rock, but not that much.
Yeah, it was, you rock, but your set's over, so over to the porta potties, pal. But, we got to go, we were walking around backstage and stuff like that. We just couldn't park back there. But then when Motley Crue came to, show up to the venue, even Tesla was kicked out of backstage. They locked everything down. They wouldn't let anybody be back there.
So was Tesla parked next to y'all back behind the porta potties?
Yeah. I think their limos pulled up and right next to the porta potties, just in case they had to use them on the way to the stage. And then I figured that's why they put us there, because they know what's up with the band in the morning time.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I was feeling the love that day.
I saw the videos from all that stuff. You guys did fucking rock out.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
yeah,
bud.
that was awesome. That was awesome. I gotta get home, man. I gotta get to a show so I can see you guys, but I'm always gone and shit,
I know you're always out on the road texting your inflatable girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She never complains, and her mouth is always open.
No STDs either.
That's right.
Yep. I can, if you want. I can probably get you guys booked here in Fayetteville.
Yeah, we would love it, man. We'd love to always get out and hook up some good local bands everywhere else.
We'll stay in touch. Brian and I had this one show where there was nobody there, and it was kind of funny. The whole show in itself is a Spinal Tap moment, and then we also have an actual Spinal Tap moment, one right from the movie that actually happened to us. But this one, it was kind of funny because Brian had quit the band. We had replaced him, but then we got the show dropped in our lap that our new drummer wasn't ready to play. So we didn't. This was in Daytona Beach, town outside of Daytona Beach, anyway. And
it was in Deltona. Deltona, Florida.
So we didn't want to, bail on the show, so we called Brian up. Hey, Brian, would you come do this one last show with us? Then Deltona, the club had a pretty good, name. We get there, and there's and this is a Friday night, too, and there's, nobody there.
And it's St. Patrick's Day. It was like a St. Patrick's Day show, or after, right before, or some shit like that.
Yeah, we had never, that band had never played in Daytona. So we're like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So we get there, and it's there's nobody there. There's some other band that played before us. They get on there, played. They had maybe, the singer's girlfriend and the guy that was driving their van or something like that, and that was it. We get up there, and it was just the four of us that came. So there's literally nobody in there. So we got up and we just practiced basically. I remember one time we were playing and this guy walked in. The exit was right next to the stage. The entrance was at the other side of the place, and they walked in, kept going straight through and everything. And about the time they got by the exit, I just said through the microphone, "Hey, we're Madstone. What's up?" And it was it was just one of those nights. But we had a lot of fun. But apparently the whole thing about having the old drummer play a show, that kind of pissed the new drummer off, so the new drummer quit. And Brian wound up coming back to the band.
Yeah, he sucked to play. So.
But the one that actually came from the Spinal Tap movie, the band started. I mentioned that I was the singer/guitar player. Well, it wasn't always like that. The band started off as a 5-piece where I was just the singer and we had 2 guitar players.
I remember that.
So the second guitar player was one of these guys that didn't like to show up for practice. So we had a show coming up, and we had also written this new song, and the 4 of us knew it.
Mindstorm.
Yeah, it was a song that Brian had written, and we get he comes to the practice the night before the show, and we're like, well, dude, you gonna let us at least record this song for you, take it home? He's like, I'll get it, I got it. So the show,
he was so fucking awesome.
we get about 3/4 of the way to the show, we start playing that song. Well, he didn't know it, and he was getting pissed off at himself. And he just pulls off his guitar and literally throws it down on the stage and walks off, just like Nigel.
In the middle of the fucking song.
Yeah.
This place is packed. There's like 200 people in this freaking bar, packed.
Yeah, and we were the headlining band too. We were the headlining band too.
Nice.
And
that was great.
And
I've had guys run off stage because they had to go throw up before.
Oh, that's different.
So he literally threw his shit down, picked it back up, started unplugging, took his amp off the stage, wrenched open the door, and started unloading all his shit and putting it all in his freaking car.
In the middle of the show?
In the middle
During
of the show.
that song. Oh, yeah. It was great.
Nice.
And,
that was wonderful.
Well, needless to say, we were a 4-piece after that.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, and that tends to happen.
Yeah. So we're like, the decision on whether or not to replace him or whether to use my guitar talents, that conversation lasted about maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to replace him, or are we going to have you play the guitar? Well, I'll just play the guitar. Okay, cool. And the band that's what we should have done in the first place, because we went from, just being just the 4 of us with me on guitar, just took the band into a whole nother level, basically.
Yeah, it was a lot better. A lot better. But this isn't about us. This is about Beyond the Fade, not Madstone. Yeah, I got it.
Right, but we were talking. It was also about Spinal Tap moments. So I mean, exchanging stories. But
licked My love pump. Okay, go ahead. I know Johnny has something profound to say, so I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm profound.
So do you guys do any covers?
Actually, we're tossing around the idea of doing some covers right now. We have a cage fight that we're playing on June 21st at Queen's Landing called Rock the Dock, and that's kind of some of the stipulation with that show. So they want to hear the Beyond the Fade set, but they want to hear some covers sprinkled in. So we're throwing around some ideas, and Jason, Jesse, and I were, I think it was just last night at practice, throwing around some stuff. Taking lighter songs or some of the better, like, what would you classify them as, Jesse? 80s pop?
Yeah, I would say some of the 80s pop rock, make them drive a little bit more, a little bit harder.
Yeah, and make them just modernize a couple of these covers that you don't hear people doing. Like, I think,
like Disturbed with Land of Confusion.
Yeah, sort of. What were we doing?
Yeah.
We were doing a Bryan Adams tune last night. I think Run to You.
Yeah, I think that was
That's actually a pretty good song.
We were messing around with Run to You. We were messing around with Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Sweet.
We are not doing Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Maybe Sunday Idol.
Down.
TNT was another one that we've tossed around the idea of doing. Fade to Black was one that we thought we were going to whip out for that show. But we were focusing mostly on, I think Neil was wanting to do all the Coldplay and U2 that he could handle. But we were going to limit that. We were going to limit that to just maybe 3/4 of the covers be Coldplay and U2, just for Neil.
I was thinking about some Boy George and Wham.
No, there won't be any Nickelback covers. Much to. I know, Brian. But now that we've told you, kind of face-to-face, can you stop emailing us, asking us to play your favorite Nickelback song?
I'll do that. I will.
Okay,
I will.
I
have other email addresses, though, so.
Yeah, we're more interested in taking songs that, aren't necessarily the covers that you would normally hear, and, just been working in and maybe taking some of our favorite songs and doing them, but, we haven't really explored covers in the past, but we're starting to a little bit.
Well, part of this interview process too is about everybody else in the band, and I've always liked Jesse. He's a really great drummer, and Johnny just talks too fucking much. So Neil, let's hear about you. Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your background? All that stuff. You haven't really been saying a whole lot.
I apologize. It's hard to get anything between Johnny's breaths, but we do our best.
Who that is? I was wondering who that was.
Every time you think of something to say, it's like, oh, wait, now, interject, no, wait, oh, no, I forgot what I was saying.
You have the floor, sir.
No, man, just to be perfectly honest with you, I'm kind of glad I ran into these guys. I've been playing with them when I was in another band for quite a long time, and I actually came into the band after my former band kind of ended, and I just came on to play actually rhythm guitar, and apparently I suck at it, so whenever everything went down with the transition on their vocalist, it was kind of a no-brainer for me to kind of step into that spot because I was sucking it up as a guitar player. But, it's a great group of guys. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've been in the scene just I guess about as long as these guys have. We all know each other, and it was real easy to transition.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer when on the behind the scenes thing, all the musicians in the area talk, and I think Neil had shot a message to me saying, hey, on the down low, I think my band's going to be calling it quits here pretty soon, so if you hear of anything opening up, let me know. I'm looking to get into a new project. And, I think we all kind of realized we were having problems with what was going on in our band, and it was just a no-brainer. We were just like, this is something that's got to happen. We've all seen Neil sing, and, we were just all like, damn, that's what, we need to ask that dude if he'll sing for us.
I don't know what the previous. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I was just asking if anyone had any side projects going on. Like I know Johnny's in Drop D, and Diesel, tripped over a cat, broke his foot, and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. I mean, Drop D hasn't really, we haven't really played any cover shows in a while. It was just life. Life gets you busy. So, but
right.
Everybody jams with a lot of different people. Neil has, well, I won't speak for Neil, but I play with a Metallica tribute band sometimes. I do some acoustic covers, stuff like that. And then Jesse and Neil, I'm sure, have stuff to chime in on what they do.
I actually in a cover band called Heroes at Last. That's what I do for my income. So I guess you would say that's my side project, but it's just more of my job. So
cool.
I do a lot of solo acoustic shows, just to have some fun, make a little extra pocket change, and kind of hang out with everybody.
Just to have some fun. If Neil doesn't play a solo acoustic shows, his head's gonna pop because all the music and songs that he writes are gonna fill his brains up, and it's gonna start.
It does, man. I go nuts just sitting around, man.
And then he does stuff like shaves his head. Oh, good.
Yeah. if Neil doesn't have a show, I think he sits down in front of a mirror and plays to himself.
I got to go with somebody. Yeah. But I had another project called the Neil Jackson Band, which I just kind of recently put on pause because we're all trying to put all of our focus into Beyond the Fade right now, and really striving towards the future. We got some big plans in store, and it's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication, but we're all here for it and ready to put in. So we're all on board.
Man,
well, when you guys get big and all that stuff, I don't want to drive a truck anymore. I'll drive your tour bus around and all that stuff. How's that?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me, bud.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions on that one, man. We're going to have to try out the best drivers we can find.
I actually have a course set up for that already, so we just
I've been in a tour bus with Brian at the wheel. He's okay as long as nobody pisses him off.
Yeah, I know. And see, there goes the problem. When I get on the bus, he's going to be pissed off.
Instantly.
We're all, all the guys in the band are so in love with playing music that, each of us jump at the chance to jam whenever we can. So, all the side projects and stuff, it's, we all get down on whatever we can.
We have a caller who wants to talk to you guys. There's a few people on hold. Once again, if you do want to talk, just press 1 and that'll put you into the queue. We're going to go ahead and bring this person on. 1 second. Okay, who is this?
John.
Are you in the band, or do you want to talk to the band?
I just had a question for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually at one of Neil's acoustic shows one time, and it was kind of a funny thing, and just wondering what the craziest thing he's ever had tossed on stage was.
Oh, man, craziest thing ever tossed on stage.
All right, so I was in a show out in the great state of Alabama, and we had a random guy totally throw a pair of thongs at me. Not only was it perfectly thrown, perfectly executed, it bounced off my face, landed on the microphone, went down on the stand and stayed there for the rest of the show. Then he proceeded to come on stage and dance behind me with these alleged thongs through the entire rest of the set.
Was it
was quite entertaining, though. I never lost face, so I was there the whole time. I'm not sure what people thought of my sexual orientation by the time I left that night, but I was neither here nor there.
What's more important, Neil, what did you think of your sexual orientation after you left that night?
I'm still up in the air about that, to be perfectly honest with you, after that show.
Did it make you feel kind of funny? Kind of like when you used to climb the rope in gym class?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Who is this caller? Who is this called in?
John.
Does John live in the great state of Alabama?
Are you still there, John?
I believe we've lost John.
Oh no, I wonder if he was that guy.
Yeah, that was him. He was like, can I get my undies back? He's like, can I get my undies back?
Okay, I'm gonna throw him back on hold because he's still on. He's still according to my screen here. He's still on the air, but we'll go ahead and throw him back on hold and check back with him.
What's funnier about that is we were at a Japanese restaurant was where the gig was being played at. It was priceless. It turned into a dance club right afterwards. Was it
a Tokyo Lounge?
No, yeah, that's what it was, the Tokyo Lounge.
Yeah, the place looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool.
It looked pretty cool.
You stay here for an hour.
Wait, any more callers?
John is still there according to my screen, but there's somebody else on hold, but they're not in the queue. They're just listening. But we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we're going to play Drag Star by Beyond the Fade. And we'll be right back with Beyond the Fade on the Will and Thunder Show.
Must hate me.
Song kick ass.
Hi, welcome back to the Will and Thunder Show with Beyond the Fade. That song is called Drag Star. Another awesome recording. I
believe there's a video to that too.
Actually, it was a promo video shoot that we did for a TV show that's trying to gather some funding by the same name, Dragstar. Neil, you want to go into a little detail on how the song came about?
Yeah, that was I was actually hit up about that for the up and coming reality TV show that again I'm trying to gain some steam for. It's been in the works for a little while, but I was approached about writing a theme song, and that was my very first stab at it. And I was like, a theme song about drag racing. And on top of that, it's a female drag racing reality show is what they were shooting after. And I sat down, I was like, all right, what do I know about drag racing? I know nothing about drag racing, so I started calling people, getting some different shit, some different terms and things like that. And just started putting it together, man, from the beginning of the race to the end of the race, and that's how it came out.
So when is the show coming on?
It's still right now being funded.
Yeah, they're trying to get the investors for it. So if you're out there with a pile of money, contact us and we'll put you in touch with someone who needs to get your money from you.
Yeah.
Well,
any millionaires out there listening tonight?
That's really a pretty killer concept. Shirley Muldowney, isn't that her name? The queen of drag racing.
Yeah,
Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney. Yep.
Yeah, she's on board as a sponsor. Like, she's on board with the idea and she's behind it. Doug Herbert is another championship drag racer that he runs a school called Brakes, which is a defensive driving school for teens. He's on board with it. So, you know, they got some pretty big names. They got some pretty good stuff involved. Real Works in Charlotte was, doing the trailers and stuff like that for him. They did some pretty popular stuff that's out right now. And
Entertainment Scout, Bob Silver, and that.
Yeah. Yeah, we.
So how did they wind up coming to you guys?
The guy that Neil just talked about, Bob Silver, is the seed of the idea. It's his baby, and he and Neil are quite good friends.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, it does. I can definitely. Now that you tell me what it was, because I was going to ask you what it was, what the song was about, but now it explains. I mean, that would definitely fit with a show about female drag racers.
Yeah, sure would.
Because you never get these. You get these movie soundtracks a lot where there'll be these songs on the soundtrack that had nothing to do with what the movie was. Like, for example, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith on the Armageddon soundtrack.
Yeah.
But the
whole Dragstar project, we're all pretty excited about it. It's more, it's a lot like fishing. We got the bobber in the water, just kind of waiting for the nibble. You know what I mean?
Very cool.
We're hoping it comes around, but
a lot of talented people involved in that project.
A lot.
I don't think it'll take much longer for it to take off.
Well, definitely.
I know Brandon's not on tonight, but he's a badass guitar player. That's all there is to it.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Rock.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Why's Tedder not tonight, man? Why's Tedder not on the call?
He's I think he's got a boo-boo.
Oh, he Tedder bared out on us?
Yeah, he's got a boo-boo and he had to stay home tonight. No, I don't think Jason's feeling all that well tonight.
He's just nervous about being on the Will and Thunder show. I mean, it happened to our co-host, so I mean, it can happen to anybody.
It's funny because I mentioned the show at practice, and the first thing he did was threw up, and I was like, he's like, dude, I don't do well. I don't do well around DJs and TVs and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, dude,
G.I. Joe doesn't do well around TV. It's a shame.
Yeah, he was like, I can't do this.
Oh my God, you guys have a Dynasty Young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, our two guitar players are MIA. They're busy tonight.
They're both amazing.
One of them you said is out, working for Duke Power and is.
Yeah, but he's nothing important. He's only a nuclear fuel handler.
Right.
It's an important job out there.
No, I mean, I can understand it if he was a bartender or something, but I mean,
I know. See, that's what Jason is. He's a bartender, and that's important. People need to drink.
Yeah.
You don't need any rocket scientists. I mean, damn.
Well,
I know.
B-Man is the equivalent of like a ice cream man or something. So I mean, B-Man's job is no big deal.
I think he does the same job Homer Simpson does.
Yeah.
I'm always worried about being around him at practice and figuring it's going to rub off on us.
I know. We shut the lights off and he glows.
Hey,
how's that eye on his forehead that he's grown? Is that doing okay? Has it closed up yet?
Yeah. It pops.
Sweet. Oh, sweet.
Is that why he wears that mask?
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure that out.
That's why his guitar has holes in it. That's why.
Yeah.
Moving on. And now for something completely different.
I just realized that I never turned on the chat room. I just turned it on. I'm a little late. We got 25 minutes left in the show. I'm just now turning on the. Okay, I'll go ahead and give myself the jackass on that one.
Johnny, when did you make that recording? That was awesome.
that was live, man.
Sweet. Love it. Do we have any more callers?
We've got John.
Did we ever find John?
No, I'm going to try to bring him on again. We have one other person on hold right now, but he's just listening. And once again, if you do want to talk to us, just press 1. That'll put you into the queue. We're going to try and bring John on again. John, are you there? Hello, John?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, there's John. Is that John?
Yeah.
Okay. You disappeared there for a second earlier. Is there anything else you wanted to say to the band?
About the song?
Actually just started hearing these guys not too long ago and heard about them being on here, so I thought I'd listen up a little bit. You guys are pretty awesome. I've seen you open for a couple of other bands and thought maybe they should be opening for you guys, so I really appreciate what you're doing.
Wow, thanks man.
Bud.
Appreciate that.
Right on, John. Appreciate it, brother.
No problem. It's always good to hear stuff like that.
And FYI, there's probably a video of that performance with the thongs somewhere floating around Facebook.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure we got to find it. And Jesse, if you could get Heather on sharing that video through the Facebook, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
You just called it the Facebook.
Yeah, no, through the Facebook. Yeah, the My Book. The My Face.
Show my papa.
Yeah. You know
My
me,
face.
Neil. I don't have a cell phone. I don't do the face space. No, I like Facebook. I just don't like being attached to the grid.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But you know what? If you go live off the grid, they can find you with a drone. So might as well just live life and enjoy it.
I know. I was out at a festival all weekend running sound up in the mountains, and nobody's cell phones worked or anything, and it was like off the grid completely. And we came back. Literally, I came back home and I was like, man, what day is it? It was rough because I don't even have a cell phone anymore. But
I don't at the moment, but that's just because I'm unemployed at the moment. So, what the hell do I need a cell phone for? I'm home.
Street musician there, unemployed.
See, that's exactly why I don't have a cell phone right now. Because I play bass. It's like I got all those buttons. I got all those buttons, but I ended up only hitting one of them, kind of like my strings.
Yeah, you only know one chord. I mean, so.
Yeah. I don't even know the whole chord. I just know the root note.
I know he did.
He said root. He said root.
B, though.
Nice.
So John, where did you see these guys at? What show?
Sorry, I had to unmute you there. I think it was at the Music Factory in Charlotte.
Right on.
Was that with the Red Sun Rising and Something Clever?
It seemed like it was. There were several bands there, and I was there for the majority of them. And but everyone I heard, and nothing against anybody, but I don't listen to super really hard rock music all the time. But you guys' group actually kind of turned me on to it a little more. So.
Right on.
Awesome, bud.
Well, you know what's really freaking awesome? You know what's really freaking awesome? And I'm going to give you some props here, John, because we've been doing this show for I guess about 9 months now, and
we're about to give birth.
Sorry. People hardly ever call into the show. I mean, they listen to the show, and I can tell because I get reports on how many people listen to it. So I mean, people are listening, but nobody ever calls. Especially, you've got these people. There's the Facebook page about the show and everything. You'll have people, I love this band. They're awesome. Oh God, I've been following these guys for years. Blah 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 blah. You guys, you're gonna have a great show. Blah blah blah. They talk they talk it all up on the Facebook page, but they never call. You've seen these guys once or twice, and you're calling in. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Great.
That's why I said that would make a good plug, just Jock be like, I don't always listen to hard rock music, but when I do, I listen to Beyond the Fade.
We need to get this man a T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
With John's face and a thong. That'd be awesome.
Great. Just for the record, I was the one with the thong, but I am the one with the video.
Oh.
Sweet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we do have the video.
Awesome. If you could find it, have you found the Facebook page for the show yet?
Yeah, I think I found it. I'll have to work on some copyright stuff before I air it out the public. But
I'm sure, guys. Would you mind if you posted that on the show page on the?
That's Neil and the.
I'll see if I can't work on that the next day or so.
Sweet, because I mean the show page will be there. I mean, and I'll post it up again, and it'll get moved to the top of the William Telltale Facebook page here probably in the next day or two when I put this show on our YouTube page. So yeah, it'll be there, and that way the guys will know where it is, because I'm sure that's something that they'd like to see and maybe put on their own social media pages.
Yeah, awesome. We'll see what we can work out.
Sweet.
Right on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mute you guys back here. I'm actually working right now, so I've got to get back to work a little bit. So.
Well, thanks for taking time to call in, man.
Hey, you guys, I'm still listening there.
Thank you.
What's that?
I said, like I said, man, that's awesome. That's for somebody that's just now become a fan to actually call the show when people that worship the ground that these bands that we have on walk on, they won't call. So that, like I said, that's amazing. That's awesome. So, all right, well, you have a good one, John.
Calm down, Will. You're getting way too giddy. Just calm down.
Hey, that doesn't happen very often, if ever. So, anyway. Okay, Brian. What else you got?
What?
I just had a total brain fart and got derailed there.
So this guy was really from the video, huh?
What now?
He's thinking about
that guy was really from the video, huh?
Just Johnny, what did you say?
Know.
Brian, be quiet.
I was saying that guy was really from the video.
I hope
that's what he was saying.
Says it.
No, he said he's the one
has...
with the video, and he's not the one in the video.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm hoping that he, I'm hoping that he actually comes through with that. I don't know what kind of legal issues, copyright issues he's talking about, but
I don't think there should be any.
No, you guys just gave him permission.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows the guy in the video, and he's like, "Hey, man, don't show anybody that video."
That's possible. I think you're onto something here, because that could, when people do go find a job, I mean, employers do look up social media these days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Do we have any more callers?
Not at the moment. We have the one guy that's been sitting there. Actually, no, we do have another caller here. Going to go ahead and bring them on. 336.
I would imagine.
336 area code. You're on.
I hate Beyond the Fade.
No, this is
Better Bear.
Better guitar player.
I'm glad you're on, everybody.
Yeah, I found my voice just a little bit, so I can talk just a little.
Mustered up the strength.
Now, which guitar player is this?
I'm the sucky one.
Yeah, the really bad one.
This is our newest guitar player,
Jason Tedder.
This isn't the nuclear physicist.
No, this isn't the nuclear guy. Let's not confuse Brandon with
Tedder,
nuclear physicist, though.
Former guitar player for Devo.
Yeah, Devo.
Did you whip it? Did you whip it good?
Yeah, I would play with Devo.
Definitely.
Oh, they have an opening, from what I understand. Didn't one of their members just die?
Probably.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm filling the dead guy's shoes.
I guess, who is Heather Ray? Is that your manager or something?
She's our social media manager.
She's what?
That's my girlfriend, and she does the social media and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, she says that she can't call in right now, but that the drummer is amazing. I don't know if she's talking about me with my little drum fills.
Yeah. I think she's talking about the drummer on the radio, because she's definitely not talking about Jesse.
There's like
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
what she's
drummers on
talking
the
about.
radio right now.
Jesse invested $15 in that message. He paid her. He got to call in.
Well, hold on. Here's a solo.
Nice.
That's a better solo than I've ever done.
I know, Jesse. I was going to say that's more of a solo than I've ever heard you play.
Yep, I'm not a solo kind of guy.
The whole song's a drum solo.
Like the beginning of Painkiller, but about 12 minutes long, maybe.
Yeah, Jesse's not one to play when everybody else isn't going to join in.
We have another caller here. Hold on just a second. Wow, this is we're getting callers. That doesn't, like I said, that doesn't happen very often. I'm stoked. 814 area code. Who's this?
This is Davidson.
What's up, Davey?
Is Jesse the Body Lee on the line?
I just spilled my Mountain Dew all over the truck. Holy shit.
Jesse the Body.
Jesse the Body Lee.
Yeah, Jesse the Body Lee's on fine.
So Jesse, what's your plans as far as double bass in the new song?
Which new song we're talking about?
You know, the one with the double bass.
I want more double bass in the new song. Is what I'm saying.
He doesn't want more cowbell. He wants more double bass.
I'm just going to double all the single bass hits.
Do you even use your double bass pedal?
Just double all the bass hits and then all the snare hits.
Yeah. I mean, I like this song already.
I can do that.
Hell yeah!
So it sounds like the new song is just skipping the whole time. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Is the new song is it gonna sound kind of like this? Something like that, like for 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Love it. Love it already. Being a drummer too, I love it. Oh yeah.
Was that Johnny Cash? Who was just talking? Was that Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
Holy shit, that guy's voice is deep.
What?
Whose
Wait,
voice?
can I swear on this?
Fuck no, you can't swear.
All right, cool. Or wait, how do you guys say it? Cuss?
Cuss, yeah.
So I think now we have the entire band on, right?
No,
we still don't have B-Man. B-Man's scared to come on the radio.
Dave is a former bandmate of mine in the other bands.
I'm not in the band.
Oh.
Fellow.
He used to be in a band, but now he just plays with himself.
I'm in a band called Near the Fade. Not Beyond the Fade.
Not quite Beyond the Fade yet.
Near the Fade.
It's more Near the Fade.
He used to be in a band, but now he just plays with himself.
Behind the Fade.
I'm a one-string kind of guy.
Yeah. Root Note Joe.
I'm more of a... Never mind.
No. You gotta finish it. You gotta finish it, dude. There is no never mind. Fucking finish it.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I just kind of collapsed.
You fell all in it.
So the guy. Yeah. So the guy who's approaching the fade. What do you play?
Wait, what? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, the guy that's near the fade.
Approaching the fade.
Behind the fade.
Yeah. I thought you said approaching the stage, and I was like, I'm not very close to the stage either.
Next to the fade.
Above the fade.
Please repeat the question.
What instrument do you play?
Oh, I play it all, man. I play it all. I play the lead. I play the bass. I play the skin.
The bass.
I play the bass, the lead, the vocals, the skins. No flute.
You play the skin flute all the time. Don't let him lie.
Definitely.
What about the hairy bagpipes?
No male organs.
He likes to play the bass clarinet.
He plays the clarinet.
Big Bad Bill is sweet, Willie now.
Oh man, my head hurts.
That's awesome. All right, guys, rock on. I'm out of here. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one, man.
Take care, fellas.
Right,
so Johnny, how long have you been playing the bass?
Oh man, I've been playing the bass. I don't know, like 10 years, and I've been playing guitar for over around 30.
So how long have you been playing the bass?
I don't actually play the bass. I have this app that I hook up, plug into my phone routes through my amp. I just tell it what the guys that know what they're doing are going to play. And
he tells the truth. I've seen this. He tells the truth.
It's like a brain hooked up to Jesse's kick drum, so I'm nice and tight. That way I can run around stage and jump around.
He said he was nice and tight. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Johnny Rochester just said he was nice and tight.
Yeah, something I could never say about you, Brian.
Oh. Yeah. Come on. Where's the drum thing at? Come on, that was funny. That was fucking funny. There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Johnny.
I don't like bass. I tried it one time, and I'd much rather have fish that comes out of the ocean.
Nobody likes bass. Except bass players.
I like a synthesized bass. That's what I like.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? You want me to switch over to like a guitar?
Nah, you're good, buddy. Your bass sounds good. Throw a synthesizer on there.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had Asia on the phone tonight. Awesome.
Well, yeah, our next cover was going to be Rosanna.
No.
Some Toto.
Did you just pick up the key
That was
card?
Toto, not ABBA.
Fucking ABBA.
That's that Toto.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Jesus.
Toto and ABBA are both great bands.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still down with Dancing with Myself by Billy Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
another
definitely. Cover we were throwing around, yeah.
Fucking Generation X.
Good one. Not to be confused with Playing With Myself by Brian Lewis.
That's right. I wrote that song. That's right. Yep. It was world famous in Somalia. It was awesome.
Crazy.
Oh wow. I guess we got about 3 or 4 minutes left. Any closing thoughts?
No, thanks for having us on, though. We really appreciate it, man. We'll make sure we keep feeding you music every time we have something new for you.
Sweet, and yeah, definitely keep in touch because like I said, there's 2 rock clubs here in Fayetteville that get touring bands.
Well, cool.
And one of them is like right down the road from Fort Bragg, so that you probably get the better crowd there.
I've been to that one. I've been to that one before.
At the rock shop.
Well, Bill, what I'll do is I'll keep in touch with you through Facebook, and we'll get the using Lights Out all hammered out so we can get away with that, and then maybe we can set up some shows down there with some of the
sweet. Cause I'd like to see you guys, and you guys are close enough to where we could bring you guys on whenever. Like there's this band.
Do you need some water?
I
was like coughing and stuff. Like,
that's me. That's why I couldn't call in because my voice is gone.
Jesus, this man a drink of water.
Drink some water.
I think we need some closing statements from the Toto Bear himself.
It's not
you got some Jaeger? Jaeger always helps.
Jaeger. Or you could do Jaeger and Rumpleman.
I've already drank all the Jaeger. I'm out of Jaeger.
They'll make more.
Drive to the store and get more.
Trust me, I have tried everything there is, and nothing's working.
But well, anyway, thanks for coming on the show. Had a blast. Like my head hurts and I'm sweating bullets like I've been doing yard work all freaking day. So I mean,
thanks for having us, bud.
It sounds like it's time to hit the treadmill, bro.
Well, yeah, that's too.
No, thanks for having us, man. We really appreciate it.
You know what? No, I gotta talk about this because it's still a very, very touchy subject with me. Damn it! I quit smoking, and I've put on about 35 pounds. And it's not fun. It's not funny. I've never been fat before in my life. I
said the important thing is you quit smoking. That's first.
Yeah, good for you, but I did it too. I did it at the New Year's, so I didn't start eating the food as much, but it was hard.
Yeah, I've been smoke free for like 15 years, man. That was pretty tough. Brian,
I'm thinking about taking it up.
I just put one out.
Yeah, Neil, you just started.
I'm thinking about taking it up.
You're thinking about taking it up. Hey, he's
feeling
always wanted to be cutting edge and do the stuff that nobody else is doing.
Well, I gotta be that cool guy.
So he wants to be able to. He wants to be able to.
Somebody out there that would like me, so that might put me on the right road.
Yeah,
he wants to.
He
wants to take it up so that he can be cool like everybody else and say that he quit. There you go.
Right. Well, he's going to start for a little while, and then he's going to get on the patch so everybody knows he's quitting.
Well, the patch doesn't work. The patch doesn't work.
I'm going to rehab for that shit. What are you talking about?
You slap a patch on Neil's arm right now, and I guarantee you it gives him nicotine. I guarantee you it works. Get a buzz from
Didn't work for me. You know what worked for me? The e-cigs worked for me. I was able to, get myself off of all the other crap that's in cigarettes that you're addicted to. And
you know what worked? You know what worked for me? Not smoking. That works pretty good to quit.
We're about to go off the air. We're about to go off the air. So anybody that's still listening, it'll be on the archive here, and it'll be on YouTube sometime tomorrow, probably. But we're going to go off the air here any second now. So, but
cool. Follow us at Beyond the Fade on Instagram, at Beyond the Fade Twitter, and follow us Facebook Beyond the Fade.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And once
thanks for letting me co-host. I had a blast.
Oh, I had a blast having you on, man. This is one of the funnest shows I've done.
Awesome.
Well, cool.
Thanks, I love you guys. I will be in town and see you guys soon. I promise.
All right, Brian.
All right, good talking to you again, Brian.
All right.
And thanks for letting me do make a outro for the thing. I'm going to go ahead and play it here at the end of this, just for continuity's sake. If it's going to be the outro, it might as well be the outro on your show.
Cool.
But,
I'll get in touch with you about all that too. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got the song, so I'll just
Yeah. We just have to. I'll just hit you up, man.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and y'all have a good one. And tune in next week. We'll have author Chris Long on talking about his new book called Shout It Out Loud. I'm William Telltale, and this is the William Thunder Show. Thanks to Brian Lewis. Thanks to Beyond the Fade. Y'all have a good one.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Later.
Below some steam and clear my mind.